I text the number back and I'm like, who is this? Well, sorry for what?
You get nothing.
So I just pretty much just wave it off as somebody, wrong number, text the wrong number or whatnot.
Alright.
I don't delete the text though.
Okay, that's probably smart. uh, so you pick up John and you guys head to the mansion. Um, hmm. When you guys get to the shack, and guys have to get out of your car and trek the rest of the way to the mansion. Uh, is there anything you guys talk about?
I tell him, you know, it might not be anything. She might have just found out that I went there or something, and but still, I want to know. You know, just, I just want to know because if it's tied to them, then the police are never gonna find out.
All right. Well, I mean, you can just let out the secret to the mansion.
Mm,
It might get you killed, but yeah. All right. So, hmm. Trying to introduce something. I'm not exactly sure how to introduce it. Uh, when you guys get to the shack, uh, you can give me a sense plus hearing roll.
too nice.
Nines. How about you, Arthel?
Uh, you said sense plus hearing?
Yeah.
Alright.
I should have wrote this out better.
Oh, snap. I even have the cursor in
My
there.
God. And he got 2 6s. Okay. So when you guys get out of the car and close the car door and start to head to the, you know, next trek, um, you um, both hear like noises, like a rustling noise, and that's what you hear, Othello. But John, you're pretty sure it's following you, whatever that noise is. You just continue on your way.
What does the noise sound like though? Besides something moving
Rustling.
behind us.
Um, uh, it's a forest, so there's a lot of leaves on the ground, so it's kind of like leaves being stepped on, but softly.
Where are we? We're on the path to the mansion.
Yeah, you're on the foot part where you have to walk to the mansion from the shack. You can try to find out what the noise is. You can run away and towards the mansion. Uh, you can call out to it,
I
ignore
just
it.
I just kind of ignore it.
How about you,
Well,
Arthel?
You said I didn't hear. You said I heard something else.
You heard John knows it's following you. You just hear the rustling.
Okay. I'll just turn around and look around and see, what's going on. But I don't see anything, so I just continue to walk.
All right. Uh, so you guys make it to the mansion. It's Actually, I'll let you guys decide. What type of day is it? What? How late into the evening is it?
It's night. I mean, we just spent the whole day. He had to go, fucking put out a fire. I had spent whatever I spent um checking her apartment.
All right. Okay. Well, we'll say it's 9 p.m. An hour towards curfew. And usually you hear a lot of noises from the mansion. The last couple times you've been here, you can usually hear, the partying going on. But it's pretty quiet. The doors are closed. All the windows have blinds on them, uh, so you can't really see inside.
Wait, I can't go in?
No, you can't. Just tell me.
I'll go in.
All right. So when you walk in, it's actually dead silent. All the lights are kind of turned off. It's like no one's here. And we'll say the mansion is pretty like open, kind of a thing. Like there's to the right there's like a giant kitchen dining area. To the left it's open and there's stairs. Um but this is really unusual for this place because every time you've come here, uh, it's always been bustling.
I wish I had a gun.
Uh, uh,
I just keep walking through. Uh, Try to see if anyone's there.
uh, well, you look around and you see you kind of see the figure of someone sitting down in like the ballroom area, but dark. There's light switches and stuff around. Hello?
I call out to the person first.
There's no reply back.
I don't know if I want to stay here. I think I just want to get the fuck out at this point.
You can run
I
away.
I was expecting the safety of a lot of people, There's no one there. And there's probably a dead body there, and I'm just like, damn, if I do anything more, it could look like I had something to do with it. And I just want to get
GB
out.
Baggins, what do you do? There is a light switch.
I'll tell him.
Hmm?
Well, I flick the light switch, and I tell John to calm down, and we need to figure out,
Okay, both of you
what
can
what
give
she
me
came here.
a violence check on the madness meter. So it's your sense plus equilibrium. So John, that'll be 4 for you.
7.
Okay, you pass. You take a hardened notch on the madness meter.
You said sense and plus what?
Equilibrium. So for you,
Mm.
1. It'll be 4 dice. That is enough to pass. Congratulations. Take a hardened notch on the violence meter. You can see in the center of the room, Claire. She's sitting down in a chair, but her, like from the base of her chin down to her hip, straight down, is cut open with her innards out. Her arm is pretty much just hanging by a tendon.
I grab anything that can be used as a weapon.
A brass candlestick.
Sure. And then I just leave. Artho, BG Baggins, you can come with me. You can stay, but I'm leaving.
Okay.
And I grab it because, I tell him now, that noise you heard, I heard it too, and it sounded like it was following us, so you better be ready to swing. we're just out of there. Or I'm out of there.
I follow right behind John, and we run out the building.
Okay. So you guys run out the building. Do you run back to your car?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, give me a body plus endurance roll. I should probably do body plus running, but...
Three tens.
Okay, you're gonna be fine. See, this is why I wish we can do this in person, because we could just have the sheets in front of us instead of having to move to
It's 2 6s or 2 7s. What does it matter? You just take the highest one, or
you take whichever one you want, honestly. But yeah, the 7s is better than 6s. Okay, so you're both able to pace yourselves really good. Like, you don't hurt yourself while running. You're not too out of breath. And when you get to the shack, you see your car driving away. But you do not see anyone in the driver's seat.
I guess we gotta walk now. The distance is the same. Like, from the car to the house, to the mansion, is the same as from the car back to the...
Main road?
To the main road. So we just gotta go to the main road.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, obviously I'm willing to turn in the mansion. So I'm heading towards, I would like to think we're heading towards, a police station.
Okay. When you get to the main road, it's by the way, it's 10:30 by now. When you make it to actually it's more like 11 probably. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. When you make it to the main road, the car is crashed into the metal railings on the road, and there's two police officers kind of like inspecting it, and they see you like down the road, and they're like with like a flashlight, like, who's down there?
Okay, well, I tell them who I am. I'm known. It's a small town. We're both known.
But you're like a distance away. I'm asking, are you running away or going towards them?
No, I'm going towards them.
Okay. You too, Artho?
Yep.
GB Baggins?
Yep.
Artho's probably closer with them than I even am, I mean, there's a kinship between firefighters. So yeah, I'm heading towards them, and I'm lowering my weapon, so no threat.
Your weapon.
Man, it's a weapon. The police would say it's a weapon.
If you're holding them with it.
If you're holding that thing up, they will shoot you.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially Artho.
Racism in a small town, who would have thought? Um,
Your PG back is like you forget.
it sounds like a Hobbit character.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing when I first heard the last name. I was thinking the main guy.
I am
Bilbo
not letting
Baggins.
Arthel name his next character
Why?
because it gets into a conversation about how you want to name your child Global and your daughter
Wait, that's a real
Globina.
thing? No, he didn't say that.
As a joke, I'm hoping.
Oh man. Awesome.
Okay, so you actually know one of the cops. It's Colin, who you saw at the assembly, Arthel, and he's with his partner, cop number 2, and and they're like, Baggins? Because they're not gonna call you by your name, your first name. Isn't this your car?
I say, yep, that's my vehicle. It was stolen, and I don't know what happened.
Stolen. Okay. Well, I guess that makes sense. Why? But
Wait,
why were you guys out in the forest?
No, everyone. Yeah, that's what I'm about to tell you. This is nonsense. This doesn't matter. The car doesn't fucking matter. There's a dead body.
Well, I mean, it kind of matters because it's blocking
There's
up
a
the
dead body
intersection.
at the mansion. There's a dead
What?
body at this mansion.
What
There's
mansion?
a mansion back here. All right, there's a mansion over here. The reason why I know about because I just want to get. Now I have to be honest because I don't want. There's already going to be questions, but I tell them about the mansion, what the mansion's about. It's obvious why people would keep it a secret, and we need to go there now because there's a dead body, and that's why we were running away, and our car took off. Also, we don't know if there was a person in there. We couldn't see a person, but we need to go to this mansion because call back up. You don't know. We don't know. It's a dead body.
Hold on. Partner, can I'm gonna call this in. Can you just talk to these guys? And you see him take out his radio, yeah, this is Officer O'Halloran, Colin O'Halloran. Yeah, we got a report of a dead body. There's 2 people, GB Baggins and blah blah blah, out after curfew. And after that, it trails off because he walks away. And I forgot what I just named the other cop.
Officer number 2.
Officer number 2 comes up to you. Okay, while he gets backed up for the mansion, he kind of says a little condescendingly to you. Actually, can you give me
What does he say condescendingly to me?
while he calls up someone for the mansion. Let's talk about this carnapping.
No, I don't want to talk about that. I want to go to this, to the mansion.
And we're gonna go.
Or GB Baggins.
We are gonna go when we get backup. If there is a dead body,
Okay.
there could still be a suspect there or right here.
Oh God. Here we go. See, this is why I didn't want to.
You need to realize the.
No, I do realize, but I feel like you should know me better than that. I know you gotta, you need to, go through what is the words I'm looking for, protocol, all that nonsense. But I finally used the key that was left to me by, Wendy to go to her house.
Why would you need a key for your girlfriend's house?
That's what I'm saying. But anyways, they gave me the key. I finally went there.
Sir. It doesn't matter. We're gonna focus on the carnapping first.
No,
then
no,
we're gonna
no,
go
no,
to the mansion.
No. Hold on.
Are you resisting arrest?
You didn't even arrest me. You didn't even say that you were arresting me, and you have no reason to arrest me.
Are you
Not yet,
resisting talking to an officer?
No, you're not listening to me. Look. Just hear what I'm trying to say. I use the key to go.
You're gonna have to
Wendy's.
use command, and if you can make a reason for any other stat to go with command, I'll let you use it. But you have to give me a reason.
Leadership. I want leadership because I'm trying to take charge here. I'm trying to explain to them, and I'm trying to get them to go to this damn mansion, and I'm also trying to make them believe me, obviously.
Okay, I'm gonna make you. You can roll leadership at -1
Okay. What's the
because
reasoning?
you are still a citizen and he is an officer of the law.
Okay. I got 2 8s and 2 6s, but obviously I'll go with the 8s.
Alright, he kind of stands down. He's letting you take,
He's just listening. I just want him to listen.
Yeah. He's letting you talk.
Okay, so, alright, so I went to Wendy's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I found out that she knew about the mansion, which I've already explained to you what the mansion was about, and it's kind of embarrassing, but
Sex,
besides that,
blah, blah, blah.
knowing that there's
Gatsby.
weird things that go down at this mansion, a couple things ran through my mind. One, that maybe there was a connection to maybe what happened to her with this mansion, but I didn't want to involve the police right away because, of the mansion. But I started thinking maybe she was just trying to find out what I had done, earlier when we first started seeing each other, because I used to come here. But now that once we got there, I'm more sure than ever now that, she was murdered by somebody who at least went to the mansion because there's another victim there. There's another body there, and we need to go.
Do you know who it is? Who the other victim was?
Wait, did you tell us?
Yeah.
I forgot. I don't remember.
It was Claire. Arthel knows Claire, you don't.
Oh, okay. All right, so Arthel, you got to barge in. You know her.
Yeah,
Go.
so I tell him it was Claire, and she, her
Claire.
body was ripped. Claire, her stomach was ripped out. Her guts were.
Okay. You can go with dead.
Yeah,
Baggins.
pretty
Okay, and this is when, Colin, and 2 other cop cars kind of comes through. Alright, this is how it's gonna happen. Mr. Torres, you'll be, with me and my partner in my car. Baggins, you're gonna be with, the police chief in his, car. And we're gonna drive down to this, mansion, tell us the way, and, after that, we're gonna go straight to the police department, and we're gonna get all these stories checked out. Okay?
cool.
Okay, so, I'm assuming you don't mislead them. They drive all the way to the mansion.
Yeah, and I'm being 100% honest because I know how bad this can. It's already gonna look bad. You
Yeah,
know what I
it
mean?
looks terrible. Okay, so they leave you in the car while,
The only thing I have on my side, though, is that the forensic would prove what I'm saying, though, that all we did was open the door, walk in, flip the switch, and left. We didn't do nothing with the body. We didn't touch the body. They would be able to find that stuff out after they do their due process and whatever. But anyways, yeah.
John, this is a sex house party mansion. There's gonna be a lot of DNA here.
No, I understand that, but they can still see that, we opened the door. They'll be able to see that we walked through. We were running outside, or walking outside. There's going to be tracks. We walked through. We flipped the switch, and I grabbed. I went to grab where the thing was, and I left. There's going to be a lot. Yeah, you're right. There's going to be a lot to deal with, but our story is easily confirmable. Is my point.
Okay,
If they're any good at their jobs.
Well, that also takes time.
No, yeah, I said after they do their due process.
So, you guys,
So they're gonna
they
arrest
drive up to the mansion. The cars kind of got knackered because you're not supposed to drive, but they weren't getting out of their fucking vehicles. But, they drove to the mansion. They tell you guys to stay in the car.
No, to be honest, we should already be arrested. we should be sitting in the back, in the back of the
Yeah,
cars. Like,
right. I forgot. Like, you can't really get out, in the back seat of a police car. But yeah, they're like, okay, we're gonna be, we're gonna check this thing out. They're already surprised that they found a fucking mansion. Uh, they go in. Couple minutes later, you see Officer Colin O'Halloran run out the building and start vomiting all over the place. And pretty much life's a blur after that as they take you guys to the police department. And you're gonna be in the same interrogation room together.
Okay.
And Detective Lawson comes in with the police chief, and the police chief seems to be very he's the good cop in this situation, let's say, and the good cop bad cop routine. Okay, boys. Now, I'm sure you both understand that this looks kind of bad. Not only do you have a knowingly not told the police about a well, let's just call it what it is, a drug sex house, mansion, really, drug sex mansion. A lot of evidence there about the goings on there. But you've also discovered a dead body. Mr. Torres, this isn't your first dead body you've dealt with in the past couple days. And well, I'm gonna be honest here until we get the those sciencey boys down there taking a look, which will take quite a time to discover. You two are prime suspects for a couple things. Most importantly, being out after curfew. Now, what did I say, boys? You shouldn't be out after curfew. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Well, I tell him that's bullshit.
Lawson gets in your face. What do you mean bullshit? You set
I
up
tell
a
him that's
curfew.
bullshit.
You were there. I saw you. I saw you, boy.
Curfew's not law, though. It's just
Yeah,
What?
it's
you said it at an assembly.
Yeah, you never said it was the law. First of
It
all,
was the law.
It's not a law. No, it's not a law.
They did say they were gonna
in,
they were patrolling and they were gonna deal with the curfew. Pretty much, you guys at least have a $100 fine each for being out after curfew.
okay, that's fine. But I said that's bull. That's pretty much.
What's
bullshit.
so bullshit about this, boy?
We shouldn't be suspects because we had nothing to do with this. We came.
No. I understand the suspect thing. Like, they can only take what they have in front of them. They gotta go through the evidence and whatnot. But, like I said, this is a small town, too. You can't forget that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
a
know
small town. You can, and this is Lawson talking. You can know, you can say that, but you don't know a man. We might know your name, but we don't know. You could have snapped. Where's all your knives, Mr. Torres?
What are you talking about?
Where's all your knives, Mr.
In my
Police
kitchen,
chief
I
kinda
suppose?
pushes him away. I'm sorry about him. He's a little eccentric. Do you have any children, Mr. Torres? Shut up about that, man.
Okay,
Okay,
look.
shut up
look,
about that.
Fine. I'll stay here. Whatever, whatever you guys need me to do. But I just want you to get to the bottom of this because I want to know just as much as you guys do what happened.
Alright, that's good. Now, so what made you go to the mansion?
I explained this. What was the other officer's name?
Officer number 2?
I explained this to officer number 2. I've been there. I used to go there. And when I went to Wendy's apartment today, I found something that let me know that she knew about it and I never had told her. So either she found out that I went there or she was going there. I have no idea. But the point is, I went there today to try and find out if there was a connection to what happened. And oh, and another weird thing that I completely forgot because it just got, we just seen something crazy, was that when I first was in the apartment, I saw her computer was on, and then I looked at, I turned on the monitor, and there was a weird picture there. Oh, shit. I turned off the computer, so I have no proof of this now. Okay, well,
why is this picture relevant?
no, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just telling you, I don't know. I didn't think of anything of it then, other than what the hell is this? But it just popped into my mind because weird things are happening now, obviously. So I don't know what the connections. Like, I don't even know what the connection to Wendy in this mansion is. All I know is that she died. I went to her house. I saw this Instagram picture that was potentially deleted. That was very weird, of a weird-looking doll and whatever. And then I found the mansion stuff in her house. And then I went to the mansion and we found another dead body. So I don't know. Like, maybe you'll find another doll. Maybe it's an origami killer type of thing. Like, I don't know. But I'm just telling you the things that happened today. It's been a crazy day. I don't have my thoughts straight.
Yeah, we can see that. Anyway, don't. Why am I doing this?
I
should not
guess.
do this.
Okay, say what you're gonna say next, real quick.
So, why were you brandishing a weapon, Mr. Torres?
Okay, well, I will answer that question, but I'm not. I see nothing I said has done anything to change anything, so I need a lawyer. You're not supposed to say anything.
Okay.
I just thought that since you knew me, this was not the same situation, but it is the same situation, so I need a lawyer. And GB, you should probably get one too. Especially since you haven't said anything. You're good.
So I pretty much back you up on your story, what you were saying.
No, what the are you stupid? Shut up!
Yes, yes, yes.
No, shut up. We need a lawyer. We need lawyers. We're not saying anything anymore.
Okay,
and I look at GB sternly.
They kind of look at each other like pissed off. You
They look at
mentioned
each other
lawyers.
pissed off.
You
I'm pissed
mentioned
off.
lawyers. How dare they, these citizens? But they give you your well, they probably didn't take away your cell phone. Actually, no, they probably did. So they give you guys your cell phones back to let you call your lawyers, but they kind of lock you into the interrogation room.
Yeah.
No, you're still locked in the interrogation room. You're not in like a jail cell or anything.
Okay, well, just call my lawyer saying that. I call Wendy's lawyer.
Hector Esteban?
Yeah. Maybe I don't really have my own lawyer, so that's the first name that comes to my mind.
Yeah, sure. He gave you a card.
All right, so I call him. I tell him I need a lawyer right now.
Yeah. Well, Well, here's my how much this would cost. Blah 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 blah.
Don't worry about that.
Okay. It's fuck. It'll take me an hour and a half to get there. I live in the city. You know that.
Yeah, well, you don't have to be here today. I just won't say anything until you come tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I do advise you not to say anything. And actually, Actually, if you don't say anything and they don't have any evidence on you, they're forced to let you go. Have to let you go. If
Wait,
they
but we
don't,
were at the scene of the crime though.
yeah, but like if they don't have anything on you, if they don't have like,
No, but they think we're suspects because we were at the scene of the
all right,
crime. Like
okay,
that's
fine. You guys don't get released from jail then. Boo hoo. I'll be
I'm just
there.
trying.
I'll be there in the morning. Um, that would be the easiest time for me to get there. Uh, am I just representing you or also your friend?
Uh,
I couldn't find a lawyer, so I pretty
okay, so
much,
yeah.
yeah.
He well also his story is different and easier. He had nothing to do with this. You know, he just drove me here and he just got stuck in all this.
Okay. I'll meet you in the morning.
All right.
Uh,
So
remember, just stay quiet. Don't tell them anything.
I already
Um,
told them a lot.
don't tell them
I,
anything more.
okay,
Don't
okay.
don't incriminate yourself. Let's just say that.
I don't think I've done that yet, but yeah, okay.
Okay. I'll see you in the morning. Click. Um, Arthel, you get another text
Mhm.
from the same number.
Mhm.
It's a photo of a doll. It is the same doll John saw, but that's if you show it to him. But it's not in the same place. It's not. It's in the backseat of a car.
Mhm. That's it.
Yeah, it's a picture.
So I look at the picture. I text this number again. I say, who the hell is this? Like, what's going on? Then I tell John Bob about, this number texting me and this weird picture.
John, you recognize the doll immediately. It's the same exact doll from the basement, from the other photo, but it's in the backseat of a car.
All right, and it was sent. It was definitely sent to him. It's not on his
Yes.
phone. It was sent. Okay.
Yeah, so it
Well
was sent
then,
by the number I just posted in the chat.
all right. Well then, that's one thing I will share with the police because even though they're arresting us, we're also trying to file this. You know, we were trying to do have the police do investigate this. So we want to give them that evidence. You know that someone else did this and they took a picture and sent it to him. So it might be this killer who was that this is all tied together.
Okay, so I'll say you gave it to the police chief who gives it to Detective Lawson. Um, you can kind of give me an empathy roll, which for you would be
Is that for
4.
both of us? Because it's
Yeah, both of
one.
you can make it. I don't know what Baggins' empathy is at the moment.
You said empathy and
I got 8s.
you said just empathy? That's it?
Yeah, just go with empathy. Because I don't really see anything. Why are you rolling 7 10s?
Wait, what?
You're rolling empathy.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. What am I doing now?
That would be 4.
Oh, wow, I just combined it with bluff for some reason. No.
Oh my god. No. No.
I got 1s.
Yeah, I'll say that's enough. You can kind of tell like they're dismissing this. Like they don't find it important.
Wait, no, how can they not find it important? I'm telling them it's the same exact thing, and it just the one was at Wendy's house on her computer after she's already dead, and then now one just came to GB's phone, and he has nothing to do with anything, just other than
Well,
that he was there with me just now.
all right. And You tell that to the
Wait, no,
cops?
you know what, GB, you do your roll, Artho, and let's see what you get.
He did
I
do.
do.
He
You
got
did?
he got a 3 and a 10. He only has 2 dice in empathy.
Oh, wow. Jesus Christ.
Detective Lawson is like, do you say that to them?
Yeah, I said that.
Okay, Detective Lawson's like, well, like, this isn't important. We have 2 dead bodies, and who cares? Yeah, it's sent
Yeah,
from this number that, hey, if you call it, it's not a real number, so I don't know what's going on here, but hey, who cares about this picture of a doll in the back seat of his car?
you should, because if you're a good police officer or detective or whatever, you'd know that there's a reason why it showed up at, in connection to 2 different murders.
Give
They're
me sense
connected by
plus
the
hearing.
picture. Huh?
Sense plus hearing.
Sense plus hearing? Oh, well, that's just gonna be nothing.
Okay, I thought you want to give me sense plus hearing?
Yep.
Really, I should just tell you the information, but I think this is more fun. I think I gave you sense 3 plus maybe 2 in hearing. Okay, you both rolled nothing. Yeah, he still kind of dismisses you. Like, and he kind of like just walks out of the room and locks the door behind him again. Uh, you do have a way to like get their attention if you want to say anything else.
No, I'm done with those clowns.
Okay.
For now, anyway.
Okay, so they kind of like move you to like both of you to a cell. There's a bench and stuff. Not really much there. Really wish you let you guys go, but I can't do that. So what can a lawyer do for you?
Hmm?
What can a lawyer do for you?
Well, maybe they can get us to be let go, like maybe the police don't have anything and, he gets that done. Or, he'll have to represent us if the police think they have a case against us. I can
Okay.
confide in this lawyer, though. He's going to take in all the things I say as fact. Because even if I'm wrong, it doesn't matter. He's representing me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and he'll find a way to spin it to get us out.
Okay. So morning comes. Uh. Hector Esteban comes. Uh. Comes in early morning. Um. He kind of he kind of just starts arguing with the police. Like he's trying to find out like how much information they have, if they really have anything on you, and other than the fact that you guys were out past curfew and at the place, they don't really have anything to pinpoint you as the killers. Um, and he's able to get you out of the police station. You guys still have that $100 fine for being past curfew. But you guys are free from the police department. But you're told you can't. You're not to leave town. Blah 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 blah. You're probably prime suspects for this investigation. And when you is there anything you want to ask Hector or any of the other, or anyone else, really. It is now Saturday,
I just,
so you're probably free from work.
yeah, and I just want to know that this is going to be investigated, and like maybe they need to get someone outside the city, not just leave this to the police station. I'm telling this to Hector because maybe he would be able to handle that, get it to a higher authority. I don't want to tell the police that because you've seen that's in movies, but it's also like in real life where like
Right, like they don't want the feds to come in.
yeah,
like,
because then they
federal.
get pushed out of the way and all that crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well,
I can probably contact someone myself, but I just want to know what the options are.
well, he kind of goes like, unless you know someone from like federal that owes you a favor or something, there's a lot of paperwork that needs to be done. He can start like maybe getting that done, like to get someone else outside of the town to investigate the two murders. But it would take some time.
Well, I just want to know. I just want to know. This is obvious. It's obvious something's happening here.
Oh yes, no. There is a murderer on the loose.
That is connect. Yeah, it's the same one though, or at least the same.
It's
they
most
have the
likely
same motive.
yes.
Maybe,
Hector's agreeing. It's more than likely the same. It is the same person, but it has not reached mass murder or. I'm trying to think of the right words. I think like serial killing's like 6 people.
No, I
Or
thought
maybe
serial
I'm wrong.
killing just had to do with.
Might be wrong. I might be mixing that up with mass murder.
No, I thought serial killing is like a couple. Like,
Well, you still have to define a couple.
No, I think serial killing just has to do with like the fact that the doll was at both things.
It wasn't at both things.
Yeah, it was. It was in connection to both things. They sent it to Arthel. Why? The one in the seat at the crime scene. All right, but no, serial killing says 3 or more.
3 on 1. Okay, so it's almost there where where they would be like forced to bring someone in, and it's
Wait, but real quick, the FBI has disregarded 3 or more criterion and defines the term as a series of 2 or more, committed as separate events usually, but not always, by one offender acting alone, and including vital characteristics.
still it'll take time because this is a small town. The police force can easily slow down, the feds hearing about this. Like I can start doing the paperwork.
No,
if you
that's
want.
why I contact them myself. Like, it's not up to the police. Like,
Okay, so you want to contact the feds yourself? How?
call them.
All right. I'm not really sure how that would work, but yeah.
No, what do you mean? You can contact the FBI yourself, You didn't know this?
I'm sure it can, but I don't know like how the procedure for that is.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like
Well,
I don't know. Like I can kind of guess what calling 911 is like. I have no idea what the procedure for.
I'm sure
calling
it's
the FBI.
similar, but you got to go through some longer process before.
not really. Not really. You just call them and they give you your own direct number and it goes straight to them. Yeah, I called them before.
Why?
For what?
Because I was trying to get one of the guys told me to call them just because. Remember I was trying to do that FBI. I don't know if I
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
When he was considering going down the career path for an FBI.
Yeah, so I called
When the
them.
fuck did this happen?
That was when I was in West Virginia, so I like called them and he like he kind of explained to me like he told me to go to the website and look at it from there. But yeah, they
What
got like
made you
FBI.
decide not to?
I don't know. My mom kind of talked me out of it. Well, she really didn't talk me out of it. I kind of still want to do it, but yeah, pretty much is it. But yeah, they got FBI agents, different agents everywhere. Like Miami has one, and when I was in West Virginia, I forgot which where it was exactly, but
Yeah, I'm sure most major cities in America have a office for the FBI.
Oh, anyway, so I contact them.
Okay, well, we're not gonna go full role play on that. You contact them. You tell them everything. I'm assuming.
I tell them pretty much everything I initially told the police. Not anything that, all the stuff that I found, the evidence I found that uh, that we have, the one on Arthel's phone, and all I can tell them is about the one that was at Wendy's house. Obviously, there's no proof of that anymore. But yeah.
Okay. Uh, they tell you they wrote everything down. They made a report. It's gonna go to it's gonna go through the process. It may take a couple days. Bureaucracy is bullshit. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. But they'll contact you if anything happens. If the case gets taken on or not. So you guys are giving back Arthel's car. It's dented in the front, but it can still drive. Headlights are
Fuck
broken.
that car.
What?
damn.
What's wrong? What did he say?
Said fuck that car.
You're not getting back in?
I'm not getting in that car. The thing was driving itself with a doll.
um. Yeah. So, do you inspect the car in any way, or?
Yeah, I look around and look if they stole anything out of my car.
Um. Uh. What would be in your car that's worth taking?
I don't know, man. Sometimes I like to smoke.
Or, Arthel, you do realize if they found weed in your car, you probably weren't getting out of prison,
I hate it
of the
very well.
jail cell.
I hate it very well.
Okay. You fucker. Ah, you and weed, you're just a you're just a racist stereotype.
I know.
Like the last character, now this character. Okay, as you check the vehicle, like, do you do in the police like lot?
No, I drive out of the police lot.
All right. I'll say you're off work tonight. Um, you look around the car. You don't really find anything missing. Um, you do find a doll in the trunk. It's a newer looking doll. Um, it's actually in a fireman's outfit. Has red hair. Uh, no, it's like plush kind of a doll. Definitely a female like look to it.
I'm seeing this too?
I thought you didn't get in the car.
I thought you said it was in the back.
Yeah, he drove away though.
Oh, but why wouldn't I have been able to see it though when I was
I only
standing
drove
outside the car?
outside.
Also,
I
why
stopped.
wouldn't I have been able to see it from outside the car though?
Okay, well fine. You see this new looking kind of toy. It's a doll in a fireman's outfit.
All right. Well, I call the FBI again.
There's actually a note attached to it
Alright. Interesting.
from Claire, and it has a couple hearts.
And what does the note say? This it just has hearts and that's it?
Maybe we can grab something to eat.
I call the FBI again.
Yeah, I'm like, something's going on now.
Artel doesn't even trust.
I just backed away from the car slowly.
I really should have wrote more than just a couple sentences for this thing.
And I don't know what's going on in life anymore.
So we become paranoid.
Actually, what is there a
Wait,
role
what is
for that?
Claire's role again?
Claire was Baggins' new neighbor.
Yeah, so we're making his new neighbor, who apparently has a crush on him or something, into a suspect by the way we're reacting.
Yes, she's a killer. Clearly, that's why she murdered herself in the manor.
Oh, that's the same.
Yeah,
Wait.
Claire
Yeah.
is the one that got killed.
Oh, I thought it was a different name.
Mm-mm.
No, no.
Well, then I still call the FBI.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then after I finish with the FBI, if they aren't still sounding like, they're taking on the case.
Whoa, wait. Does he show you the note? Because you can see the toy, but you can't see the note.
No, I show him everything.
Okay.
All right, well, we
That's
tell
how
the,
the
we
police
tell the
department.
FBI, and then we tell the police.
Okay. Well, FBI's like, okay, we're gonna update the report, blah blah blah, bureaucracy. So do you just tell the police you have a doll in the trunk of your car from Claire?
Yeah, but it's reminiscent.
Not only that, you have been going on about how a doll is involved in both murders. So you are telling me that your friend has dolls, has a connection to both the murder suspects, both the murdered, and has dolls which is associated with the murders.
Yeah, but it was when we got the car back. It wasn't there before.
It wasn't. Really? So how did the doll get into the trunk of the car?
That's what I'm trying to find out. What the hell do you do for a living?
Well, you know what I see here, Mr. Torres, is that your friend here is now his number one suspect. He is carrying around dolls. He was close to both murdered suspects. What is it, murderer?
I was gonna rewind for a second. First of all, wouldn't the police just search the car? So wouldn't they find the doll in the first place?
Yeah, how did we find the doll before they did?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they didn't really think anything of it. It's a doll.
But
Yeah,
we told
no.
them about the dolls.
So it's like, yeah.
Well, they searched the car before talking to you.
Yeah, I understand
Yeah,
that.
but they still should have remembered, you're talking about, like, the one in your car? And then we'd have been like, what the fuck?
Actually, that was the, remember the hearing roll? Detective Lawson actually did say, who cares about the doll in the back of his car? That picture is from the back seat of Baggins' car.
No, I understand that, but I don't know, I guess I just didn't expect it to be there when we got, the car back. So,
Well,
alright,
it's not
so
the same doll. It's a different doll.
okay, so then
It's
we
newer.
tell him that. We tell them that it's a new doll. We didn't put it there. He went into the car and it was just
Uh-huh.
there.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You know, maybe there's also more stuff in that car we missed.